If you are a beginner in WISE option, very likely you're trying to enter past records into your mare management about mares that, related to your past breeding season. And we do have great tools in WISE option that expedite and facilitate the process of quick data entry for things that happened in the past. However, before showing you the quick data entry options we have in the program, I'd like to make a distinction, because on one side, you can, of course, do the quick data entries right now, but the whole idea for the program, after you catch up, is the distinction with the regular dates. The regular data entry is actually about, through the mare records, doing your auditings and starting scheduling your mares. In the daily worksheets, you're going to be able to perform your palpations. Also in the daily worksheets, you can complete the breeding record, or if you're coming from the stallion management, you can breed mares right there. But the point is that you will have the chance to make the entries right here, and after breeding, you're going to check ovulation, we're going to have the flush log, and we're going to perform the embryo transfers. Now, for you to complete the task, if you're not doing it in a regular way, each one of these logs, you're going to find quick data entries. And that's what we're going to present to you. For example, in the breeding record, you're going to have your first quick data entry. So the regular way, it's about creating the new record, and then you check the ovulation, and next you confirm the ovulation, and you check the pregnancy, and so on. We're going to explore that, how to make a mare info from the regular steps when you are caught up. But if you just you have a mare that is in foal, you start using the program, you simply go to the quick data entry in the breeding log, put the name of the mare. Of course, you must have the mare, the stallion, and in the customer file who bred that mare. Have an idea about these dates when she was bred, the date she ovulated, and guess, which is okay for you to guess, the date the pregnancy was confirmed. When you hit save, that mare will instantly be set as pregnant in WISE option. So you don't have to go through all the hoops that becomes useful and user-friendly if you are on a daily basis operating a regular pace for breeding season. But when we are talking about past records, it's way easier. Instead of having to replicate and mimic all the regular steps, simply go to the quick data entry and just put the mare as pregnant right there from the quick data entry. The same process, if you go to the mare management on a different log, you can go to the flush log. Pretty much all the logs will have an idea. So primarily let me go back to the main screen, which has a better view here. I like the disposition here, because the sequence is breeding log. You're going to find the quick data entry for brood mares that are in foal. So just go to the breeding log, and if you had a mare that was bred, a few months ago and she's just following the process, go here and enter a quick data entry through the breeding log and make that brood mare pregnant. If you have a donor mare that was flushed, okay, and you have multiple embryos, you can do in 2 steps. You could simulate the flush and do the flush confirmation, and then do the embryo analysis, and then transfer the embryo. But actually, you could go straight to the embryo transfer and just make the recipient mares in foal here. Just to show what I'm talking about, you just click on the embryo transfer, and there's an option here as well for you to do a quick data entry. Go to the embryo transfer. If you have a recipient mare that is in foal, click on the quick data entry. I'm going to have 2 options. If you are, the recipient mare was in foal due to a regular flush, or if the recipient mare was involved due to an ICSI process. I'm going to show in this example from the regular flush. And likewise, you must have these records here, I should say files, already entered into the program. The donor stallion, the recipient mares, the name of the breeder, who performed the flush, or this is coming from the customer database, the owner of that embryo that is being retrieved, and some of the dates: breeding date, ovulation date, flush date, ET date, and if the mare has been checked, not checked yet, or if the recipient mare has been confirmed as in full. Fill this up, save the record, and you're going to have the entire cycle prepared for you in WISE Option. WISE Option is going to do the breeding log, is going to do the flush log, is going to update the mare record, and in the embryo transfer log, you're going to have the recipient mare either waiting for check or already confirmed as in full. All the fields here are required, and we just ask you guys to be mindful and be careful about the dates. Most frequent mistakes here, it's about the dates. So putting dates in the past, do something that makes sense, give it a try, and if you need assistance, of course, we're gonna be here to help you. But pretty much for you to catch up with your mare records, I think that the pretty good friends you're going to have in this beginning is going to be the breeding log for brood mares, quick data entry in the breeding log for brood mares that are in foal, and for recipient mares that are in foal, use the quick data entry in the embryo transfer log. Later, we're going to explore as well some quick data entries for vitrified embryos, but there will be another lesson for this down the road. For now, try to exploit and do some runnings in testing the breeding log, quick data entry, and embryo transfer quick data entry. Thanks for watching.